was not for Mwakaba Brass to say, your dear Nkoma, you didn't know Pebiano, Ebana, Aropay, and son, Medda Union Mobeka, who had dinner. Your Beko Kumasi, Munim say, Abaya say, Yen sign, Yena, Yen CC, Gremu, Miami, Binum, fumigation, and disinfectation. Yes, I mean, Nana, Yenuya, Samson Kenya, Metro Agent Manager, hello from Wahmanusian and Chunkmoka. Ojam, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lawyer.
Aha. Adiana, etu afa wi mu wasa re ni hu nkomo e.
Yo, Lawyer, so we say no national disinfecting exercise. Local government ministry and I think Lion Ghana Limited. Every quarter no it's free as a mra for the 19 Ghana no. Second quarter everywhere and no and I want to mantema or my chance here. Yeah, baby, the official ceremonial program never so Jubilee Father. So now market in India, it can be a work at the lowest time in Biano, and then they almost in do so now senior worship and exercise on the star and
exercise on the star and a becoso. Many penny for a Wahanoma, the person more a better como. The very kind man tam swap for or Minam for Simon or Semensa, our no and a dance and Tamantamano and the Chinkomaka. One no why year official kick off Navy, Yamuzan Senate here. Minister Mwakaba UTV so near Busa so far and Yamamuti.
Oh, yeah, Nyamia, Nyamiadon be a cost of Kama. Sanya Unim no Jumedia. Ye dinne Oman Penny and Nado Danko Kufuado. And the sector minister so Honorable Alima Mahama Eso, the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Omani Zoom Lion, Akambomua, Ye Dino, Shasie and Ranaju. Na Ranaju na Omo Air Prapra INCC Ewo Ijahudunum. Domia na Koso Kama Oko Jakasie Munia Safuma Bunse. Omo aprapra ho ayi bola no asansesa we nye first na ebi omo pra na eja nwura no ho ni bi we di nwura no ompra ni nyina omo asansesa nwura no nso afi honom eya ade ye ahomka na enedie no ye hyase no ye hyase wo mantami nyina mu eno ye endura ye de pipiti dwanum mo beka ya be bosomi mienu kwa bosomi miensani omampani ma omo san ebe prap edinru epetepeti edwane nyina mu ye de obaako a ede be ye disinfection de ekura ekumemu anketenketi a yentimi mfa ye ne hu ena chirom san be ye fumigation eno ye de nduru no ekum emu abi tise nkura ne ntefre ne ade emu a yetimi de ye ne hu no ombe ye ena we nso asan aba we nyina omampani ye se ne be ye edwam no ahodo no emu beti na etimi amya so yare kodiawo ye frɛ no COVID-19 and corona virus no ano. Omo ye we nyina wo dwa hodo maako ahasan aduasam insia emu wasantemantem na ni nyina be koso ebrikro no amu nti ye bio ewo kumase na mamponfo ye na bosomtwefo ye na adubiasefo ye nti obia all the 43 mmds ni nyina ebeye na ha no ye breaki no into 46 the entire aduanan sia ne se na anya aduanan miensa te se de ye mansin no dodo no ne se ofa Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly omo wo sub metros sub metros no eye 9 into omo sub metro bia omo fa no baako enti na omo ye wo mia aduanan nsia no na ni nyina ekoso kama so far ne de ye nyanya hitches bia bambofo no nso se ne da bia omo ye no omo boy aboban e de aman enti so far ne de mekane se bibi ekoso ne anim se Nyankopon beton supagu so enuru anwumere no na bibi akọ kama na omu yewie na de na omu di nro pitipiti dwamu na yenwie ye wo kire nyambo a ye besan atoa so na nsisi a ebesisi wo dwamu no ye prapra ayi fin ni ade wo dwamu nyina no eno so besan atoa so wo kire nyambo a
ya beda sir regional minister Simon Osemensa ne netwi ko o se mantem bia ekoso mantem bia wa asante mantem bia mansini bia ewo mantem bia ekoso dia Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly so eno so ebekoso mayor osesi be entry ewa ha no mayor ura se mansini bia ekoso nti osusu wanya o chefa market ben ena wa ha no mabetimi akoso
who is controlling the thing
Yo, the Dika, I better say, said the regional minister, Kayeno, and Nura, and Kumasi, Jumedino, Eshas, and Nura Numre, Zoom Lion deploy and the workers no ma mobile, DH, almost to the various market, Ama, and Nura, dear Betty, now Omaya Jumanevi, and Nura the Yina, said that I no Kumasi, any average of 450 tons of waste, but Nura, and now on Bakaya, na the intensity of the job nintino no anwumre rura no etimi call 560 tons na we chere jumedi etimi call so ye befa akwanya we suni ada waste management department for nase if is ade chin ye no matimi akate waste ni nyina ade akọ landfill site sesi a ye ka say jumedi no ahase because na registration be o market the baby to say Bantima market no 9 no ma share jumadi no ase omatimi awie Bantima market saa so na omatimi awie race course market a omawie nti ho ne de dwadie no bitimi ahase ewo ho problem bia eni ho say the aka no the other market no pe na ye to us
yeah but that's say onumonyam for say si be entry na ye ne twetwe nkom no ye mayor na ye hwe eye Zoom Lion Ghana Limited workers na say lawyer omo eba be disinfection exercise omo na wa hanoma ne ye hwese ke ne regional boss eye Mr. Sante ebetimi atwetwe enkomo na ohwe kasa esa hanoma no na sa adwumadie no ebetimi akoso nti no regional manager edema eye Zoom Lion Ghana Limited na nkasa e wa hanoma ye muza na say so far ne cars ne ye sen oniema wodi ye ene wo men na modi ye size eye dodo sen
yo so far ye forgets na ye 9 including one road sweeper and ye deploy 1,200 of our spraying guns and a number of drones and fog machines.
Bibia than Aquam, pepe. You better say Mr. Asante, a Zoom Lion, or no, and a Yasante Mantama, Quantre for Penny. The Siadia, lawyer, Mubesomo, Honum, near Mr. Marketer, who doing in our quadra so Kajetia, who called Dr. Mensa, body Honum Swami Market, Atonsu, Nina, Yabeko, Nafi, exercise Nankasa Shasia, Yasa, Adia Babetu, Monti, lawyer, Soba Hadia, we and a coso Ewokumasi Jubilee. Some
Yadase pa. Samson Kenya meche ena yede na twetwe enkomo no nti ase chere se ne sa adwa na e be exercise ni nyina no nya ade a obetimi akọ akodi bia je se ye we exercise na nsa anopa ye nuan mo be kan nsa yede enkomo twetwe ebremo His Excellency Sam P Yale Ghana ye na musini a wo akane no wo India se de o Ghana Your Excellency akwaba apomboko de Fred Kofi Ameyaw can you be kasa aje se ahomam or head of communication Ghana's permanent mission to the UN Kofi Akwaba
Yeja
apomboko de
Nyame and dinye na so
Nyame adom
and happy belated birthday
thank you very much.
You're welcome sir.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, one of the papers I reported find that the person can ho asem kakra be just by way of education. Reporter by say nipa 1,141 killed in 6 months. What they compare yare ekunkum nipa ne niema aka ekunkum nipa na wo hwe se accident nko ku nipa 1,141. Fortunately mu nyina mo atratra ma no ntimi say baby amufufiri na mo wo no saa na ye ka kunkum nipa ne motorcycles ne ade se motorcycles nko 440 within 6 months.
Ozikan Baminche wo na menkende men compare any type of death because it will be avoidable or whether you na yabo hoban nti muntum nkada me compare ya rekodi ewo in an accident oyedama you lose focus on answer or the for specific issues pertaining to the matters na ye kan wasam. Now, no quarter road accidents. Origin yenya as a country, papa. Ibohu na sprinters si bohu na itom buses si bohu na there. Ahumete na think me just there o tu kwanti dem mo so mutu kwani e fa Kumasi ko so mo ko takra de kwando na ebo hu na takra de kwani bebi o ho caps no o war papa caps no o wara nti bia bebi mo for 13 caps
yeah
nti se edu ho a ma o da yen there once hu signboard den o da slow down na emienda na epe na ko another in baby ho or ya care for papa nti edu ho za o de etobara na ejezi there e bi a driver bi so ya reckless enwe ofi ho ne reba but cancel sere drive especially nkankankan homachi na hwe dam commercial vehicles the way you overtaking as if that were super drivers so as if that were super drivers so na otum fa overtaking cars by 6
yeah
on a trot into obogodo kwani baby na aya homaso na me kapem ho asam dakoro chisi driver crew bi na mi se no mura wona ogo car im nyina mpinfa em do biara wo ba owo yer nti se afa nkrofo 24 wo car im ya multiply by 4 na hwe se ekotu nkrofo igwa what will happen nti me imagine that the mood the next police station na maka che police for there da me na papa yi or drive tike man kan panjoye etifanta adepay nti police be se bi na ahobashe passengers no go car no awa to private car mu enyo sika to private car na tima man jaham yanko e baby
yeah
na police in be say be police funa wo jan na chede because there's no hard evidence before them or a reported case into masa
but they didn't share with stature even if they don't know you cry na
no remember na must it be somebody nisana waiting asama what I was reporting there kai overtaken already here no enwe obotu nkrofo negu inchenchi obi wo car ni mpo no se podo papa na asama kan ye no kwara ente police funu nya dasefo na nche wa
yeah
awala watika ni nala wo bo ma da pepoto
yeah
nimsa yo nkom baby that is one area yetum na yekunya ho unnecessarily ebisu wo ha car la say
but your excellency so it means a phenomenal you be disabled because one can be do attempt and nyawo normal
what I want to
me can be being sure me campaign be so me who say we driver now afa and now we passenger afa the amount for your pa or the back to another nesi the nice at front so a part of me who me draw attention me cast one day me nam Accra girls area and me who so be a fan and then there was this policeman and me signal and say on country woman so on for the bank I said massa me can't so be see di matem no so I'm just saying say sad disablement na make one say okay there's sad dey men koka
nti na massa say me catch police for no mpo ewe na say munye dasefo mpo a mutum car no kwa ba sam besi
yeah
you know so in other passengers no so ya ka hu bi na driver phone aya we because aka fa car ni tinam na say who overtaken by 6-7 na amaza na kai Kumasi na kai Watakrada nti o de twa won kwado wo ka ekwa ne finfini nti in other passenger phone so
ya ka hu
de ya ka hu so de hasu yetu yanfu ye driver e kasa asam kuso mehu da nkankanka basisen ekofo yala boko wasomdwimo bas no tui mukro mi takwaji ba mfata takwaji nye example
okay
bas no tui tira Malam Junction no bi fe ategoni mu wasore ni mpako no sorry only the first person not car ni mji e bedwe the car no wasa the passengers bem nti ote na wo sakati na nchen na che de oloda alanya etira Malam Junction na momien so mbompaye na masa Obekasa from Malam Junction now to Winneba Junction.
Yeah.
Now we are no alka. Yep. Monje so amen. Aka akram we di Winneba Junction en. Now say or the young couple, the human not try. And so there, it is a collection.
Yeah.
Say, you, it's a can be. Next, you could a laptop, you will maybe. If you are not, or a crack, okay, but other, or I am the mayor's and would do. Now, they don't can, while I'm to Mukona, I do my cacan.
A demon.
A very bosom. So that's another cause. Now, making drive out of your condo or it's a preaching EB. And now, the baby and passengers, you boy, yes, and yaka amen. That's another part of the distraction. You know. Now, sir, your boy, chapel or quick, church on wheels, your way. You try police barriers, so, but I only atra, never papa preach. Another. Asama ohawa adwen nye de se enam kwano da no fa ebi hu da big truck bi si wo park wasai
Yeah.
na nchiabrochi minyimi mbrede nyimi you be told or you park off the road another one di 3 minutes police for ban wa becho na oyika no with the fuel cham de only thing they cut them yellow towing cars.
Yeah.
Council mo krota kwaji kedi 3 weeks car be say sikwem mo kwai boto da car no osi ho emi ada na say am cotton don na triangle no osi ho after me kwa be na triangle na watching baby until me find there sa ahomachi na say drive now wo light no auto car no do car no so ni tail lighting na onye djuma triangle no so onye djuma think what will happen.
Sometimes man even assume say car no oko.
That's another one. In potholes. You see, one major cause of accidents. No of us say ebony. Anyway, man can now for you, but I have a few minutes and I'm so many. No, only in them.
Oh, okay.
A star like that will kill her. And now, Okunala na as usual Ghana for your pay. Oh, yeah, you can see, yeah, your bag of coffee, your back here, photos, and the American church, and you're going to the same photos.
No, and you're down here because last week I was reviewing videos by around that time. No, we call YouTuber, you see a lot of them. And Nipa Honomokai say, sa particular vehicle, no, na I break it down. And the Mokra almost say, because oye star intina abaye generator because idea wo hoda da I kunkum nipa fine.
So to the American as if the yak that you hold there yimpo come through accident or normal kra
no to us
or you avoidable.
No, let me tell you we are and Mr. Facha memoir wrap up na kofi them because here we are going to meaning say incident no going to shroud it in phenomenon be say oh bibi enya hwe bibia enyame asema man sa anka enye omotena asekura anka enim ne ombeye and I mean those things na ye jai na eko ne bra na aso that kind of
okay the one star be we ahomache and we said that no mbo seat belt
yeah
Williams
yeah
we penechi back 2 weeks after police fu kitam be gina ka ko ho embo sit better o kawdo since ya we can say that no I don't know why as a man you decided there. I don't know whether my understanding of the issue is right. Whatever we don't do when we are outside, okay, we'll do them here in Ghana
when we are inside
because say be no kitaka mensembe ukitaka we jabojise fefefe bi na se ukita bia na wonum wo calm na wo drive na sound system osudwa you ask yourself
na say music nke rapper oh my goodness
ahimfa wo America ahimfa wo England na botuma yedamaji ya yeri we he
jo ahomam bi sa kofi
lawyer
mo na mo yem rantie
lawyer mami ngina amamre wo fie ha na me fa nchia ma wo ene wahwefo na ambassador so I think the ambassador can be na me born a tough say a shared responsibility aban wo chefa na aban so ya o say ehwe ye quantum pon ho sensem so e wo chefa American Road Safety Commission and the Ministry of Highways roads and highways. Ghana police so ewo chefa ya ankura no so yeso ye wo chefa de ekoso nimu na driver for ankasa eye no kure Bonibeka, we have a systematic problem. Nyoma bebre wo ho by the architect and design of yankasa ya kwan no ma ye exposed to a accident. O hwe ya kwan no a ya na esusuadodo. Ya ka de bia ne abre nyina say we would dualize our roads because e bia wonnam Kumasi kwan no so ana nkran kwan Kumasi a kwan no esua nti anajo no na sebi ye street no nye street ye highway abohu se kanea esisisi so a abohu light all through nti no ebedru maybe no obon se car bi kra se esikwan mu a unhu na head collision bi so obehwe impendo do no a accident esi head collision head on collision because the ofree haba no the ofree haba no ekwan da ntem a se omuhu a ana na emre ni mu a ontimi nsuave emfa no na so onko the other lane nti no ye rules no kra no contributing factor. And then said ambassador kind yankasa sometimes no your selfishness your greed me can drivers no your pentem aba na me can na no last year 25th December na me see me Kumasi akoya ade aba na me kopɛ ka bus CBT na mu lawyer manda obeka simten aeroplane mu hwi sa until say me see answer me woto me no na me nim ade potia o Kumasi asa ba abeye ti sa nyoma ne ye nyoma o se hwe say ohwe me sure say Nancy the abane say at least you have a regulated speed be also okay. Meaning say if it's strictly enforced in this country because other air transport agencies no more you no one no particular speed limit be also okay. Okay beyond the speed limit now or more checks be a war or more can mechanisms to determine detect.
So there's a reporting system.
Yes, say cut that speed into no they will prompt you to reduce your speed into no and in as much as say be will be a yano share the final reports now. Or see there has been a decrease of 8.7%. That notwithstanding, especially accidents. Accidents are avoidable. There are a lot of things we can do better or we could have done better. A bit me reduce the cause of accident. Your police if one so empe bebre no omugina ye kwan no ho a this will ensure say at the end of the day no safety rather than the other one. The other one no menka. And because in recent times no Sadia na ama ne home ne so kakra. Na ma obi ano de ejo.
Kanam wakasha konem.
And you see Adekye me yan say the audacity omo de yes because sometimes you omo anka I'll be worried. Say nipa kro na make us on mame bibi no. Who is he? And yes who share mask.
Who is he say?
Say oh you want on to me call reporting me.
For ground as who is.
Actually go charge.
I was
Mamenka police commander, regional police commander Bia I was Uchemu barrier na Odru na I'm saying please follow credit so a police commander.
Because that's how I see because I say me mbo eye kwan no me call enu enumre me ba no gina ode Jamie. Enu enumre the day before enu so ode Jamie. I'm officer they be into the Jimmy. Well, so it's a bit worrying. So for me, we all have a shared responsibility to ensure say you be safe on the road. Now you protect life because say the empenifo agya tum no obi wo ho a on the breadwinner on wan kwan ba if you jedum intino eya mondwen omo ho na ye nyina yetina hyen mu a na no ko say dem tina kan mu taxi okohwi mi gina no na mi tua ne kan am so to aso ne ko mi tua
on to aso nko
on to aso mi gina dan so run about
okay for another person
na mi say to aso nko I can sit in your car intino young kasa should take personal responsibility say bio or co speed no dodo na sika de say bi ye beto ye utimi gina ba bi me nko bi o de monto aso na me nko na monko na mi intino mi say in as much as ade na ba from no ye nko so ama da ubo no Road Safety Commission the ubono nkoso a na yembo yem modern said the man penny kan say enka year we be year of roads but I believe say you be my for more to do more no you be boy your home modern ni atlete ya kwantin ponim
Oma excellency asre
But
as well can ni je wo
but so just have for more now kwan no be ye
you be do like
enye say wo yes
you be do like
realization there enye nne
you be ye
na ye ti
me sure boss you be ye
me I'm very very worried me hwe Kumase kwan yes ewa but I hear na still na hwe ekwan ye was it Mampani for time so from that time maybe see how many years ni kwan na timi asai kura ma now we have to go get some more money to come and fix this road. Oh my goodness. Sometimes me say what? I mean, what are we doing to ourselves? I was even thinking say nka ya na sa no, you be maintain. The next time we say ye bi na ye kwan fufuro bi. Enye kwan ba ko na da bia ye oban bia ba no so abeye na obi aba no abeye na abu agum na ya beye.
Ebe ani da so ho.
Oh, but I don't know any that so I dey be ho ye momodin as of mine.
Yeah.
Coffee. Positive was some came, music for Kakrama, Manjim. Sir, a bit more hoza. Maybe.
Okay.
Send a man in Fana Cotona, Hamachina, Cotton, the original Queen, that's that. And you say, oh, the 2 cities be not photo mosquito.
I do it. Oh, Saturday, and you're for
and some of them, yes, about the request.
Oh, yeah. Send you be all who are.
And some are so distant. Yes,
oh, tell me, you Papa or East Legon or a boundary road. Baby, I'm trim or only me. And I'm saying, I'm a bear for the case. And I also soon him. You say, I'm money. And not there. And nobody ain't mean to me. Say, BDA can be was shekuntai and the problem better. Not dear, we would not say, but say, yeah, dear. And see, Papa, your excellency, council for no, Baba.
Oh, man, and I forgot about a brewer, every brewer, a probably kept cushion, MVT school bureau, and every day they are there. You know, it's a mood. Hey, I say, when you know, from Cotu, I only don't make the I'll continue to do it. Yeah. I say, co-watcher. Until I finish your
okay. And see, and we make it just for laughs. Many years ago, we called Krubiso. Now, bus I fire. Now, ramp now walk kind of so. You do what driver on the speed pa. To make catch and say, now one who ramp now honor. A chesa would do what to was to Debbie ramp and chesa. A chesa would do what. I was so trim say ram.
You're when I
but coffee and your career I froze. Let me say I mean
but truthfully some of the rams are also major causes of accident.
They call for yes, it's true.
Ramson. Say coffee akọ takrada.
Oh, let me
takrada. Extra Commander Junction.
Yeah.
It could be a bia accident to her. Now, ever con a ramp and neck day.
Yeah.
And
there are no reflectors.
No reflectors. Okay. So what happens? You drive on the man, walk up to the boom brain. Then spring.
Yeah.
So spring constant depression. Pim. Or pin one. Bona port to Kasibe develop war ramping in him.
Yeah.
Saturday, I witnessed something, a near accident, personally. And drivers need to be Ghana for Minka. Driver, they are very wicked. Sometimes ABR old driver and also be driver, nipa chrono in Sanko Kwa steering. They see that. And for them to prove to you, say you are Sebio, we are novice, be
to scare you,
they want to scare you.
Yeah.
And it almost killed us. And it's so insensitive. I wish say I could have because yes, and me shots no ebuye. Until I would have followed him and just reported him, but he will be extremely wicked and insensitive.
Have your motorcycle for
oh yeah,
have your motorcycle for
recently, my friend, please, MTTD, one of the officers, senior, and maybe say. Please, motor for no concession, so do traffic light. No, be a I say there be none and I'm say, but so much and nobody also cares. I'm saying, you can't so call Ranger. There's a particular word be or Beka to so Mugo. Nenayam Bua, and nsema bu na de hyehyehyem mo bebre ho
motor bicycles biala nyi wiade mo do so New Delhi India krobi anyi ho a mahu motorcycles a watch ni Delhi
okay and yet
but who there motorcycle be Johnson ma wa cross that never so ombo wa abrafo anya hwe bra Benin Kutonu yela Kutonu on was started them okada acha but so who the traffic lighter wojina ma traffic also greener inside na wako senam dan suman sakomo no friend Sakaman junction ho na edru ha che kwa kaso na bisuru kwa dan so on pavement no do pavement na on passenger friend pedestrians order for them on do odu depression na waso na oroko on obey traffic light on yahwe it is a friend that traffic light now amber there I will get ready and then will be a green red stay stop yellow say what one more direction there or there ready na echo engage ujia the car has accelerated one man do boko na say
yeah yanim ha impo once on nam nchen say and I'll drive it on your right so sometimes we nim kwase ni pakro no and omo prepare it's so,
and this is unavoidable.
Yeah, Samuel do mention. Say I really like this issue being discussed. Okay, thank you so much. Samuel continues. He says that I hate the way they be consider ben. Sandro also says that we have one road at West Legon that was constructed just some few years ago, but today, when you pass there, you will cry. Manholes pioneer. Well, contractors why didn't see KD okay. Sabre make us say we are turning Land Cruiser B and then a Lexus one number no Kelvin 2020
TK1 for what can you be
you okay TK1 20 your number was why do you have to give the police money for doing their job? Do you give doctors money? I will say yes. Or teachers, that one I will say yes. Sometimes we do. I think it is necessary to compare accident deaths to others, looking at how attention is given to illnesses such as malaria, cholera, and our new friend, corona. But the accident, the deaths are just too high. Okay, right. Why should we be forced to wear seat belts, wear helmet and others? Is it not for our own safety? Okay, right. And so Okada for no money. Yes, accident there in a blip second, you are gone. I want to believe some accident no. The minute after they regretted, but almost time back. Kovi,
TK.
Mamensha some will be shashing through. Registration na air cost. Constitution na my right. We are Ghana we the 18. Why do you move that ho? What baby I was betimi akoye registration. Kona ko register wade. Bia new echi. Nkai ho ka wadwen akoye registration. Afi etututo maabo motor share every hefa. And this is 2020.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
And yet, lawyer, in fact, some of us are beneficiaries of the political ecosystem. And your politics are KBA, ka nyamin for yenju baby and kayedri. Inti amanyosem faso yenyabi. And amanyosem so hui de papa. Yenina yesu nim se amanyosem ne fapem. Esha si free edintura yede to abato. Na yetimi di leaders ana kendifo a ye wogidi omumu se ombetimi ama oman no etumpon nukwe wo mini se opese udi oman nanimu a se bi enya atwutwu asem ana se de woni eden ene patapa a obetimi aye ene nipa a obetimi apira wo mo ene de obetimi se bi ekum wo mo nemu no eye o records ene o messages ene o manifesto ene o concrete proposals ene de mema timemufo no enya gidie ewo mu say you ebia loyalty ke ana ambassador Sampiyali ye de eye omani hye wonsa ana ye de yempeso ani hye wonsa obetimi ahwe so kama amaye Inti dia kwaso ne de enya ahomka enya anigye. Na ekamia koye say since the Fourth Republic, since 1992 no, almost every single time ye adwen say ye tro din foforo ana ye limited registration ana mpo ye beto aba no ekamia koye say not just even the general elections or the registration, but sometimes even by elections abato na akoye mabo nipa ekunkunku ene nipa prepra. I don't think say a boy. It's say oko aya amansan foforo other countries are the Committee of Nations, especially where multilateralism is being practiced. They say United Nations are. Ghana ye di kon kan pa. Not just ebia United Nations impo. Even yankasa ye chire heya West Africa heya. Ya peja yemu ama ye nimwate. And you never ba said ye ya practicing your democracy in that far. Osha ya to ababe watch and you watch you munya ni yakwe. Na nyamye di ho afofie sebi onyenye bia ni wa ato man no putupuru as a result of our elections. However, many Professor Ransford Van Edren Jampo adwen ni article bi o in 2017 the state of our electoral reforms. As in 2016 about one year and some other elections are cost a miracle be any year free more ye na se mitie nkomo bi a akokoko especially from some political angles being corridors are na me yemo hyehyeme se obitimi eka se bi ye revolution ye de ba ye enu ntino e ba se ye unleash violence ye nye tutu asem ye nya akakabensem yempra nipa yenku nipa yendi nipa ewu a ye mu champion ye de adutwam obi ambada otisa akasa yi a na emwa ena bio otika bi to say electoral commission no
or referred to as former president
any some time ago,
but when we is because he said it within a certain context.
Name context I bet justify that. I don't know which context will ever justify the exposition and then the glorification of being violent. I don't know within which context now bit may justify such statement. Ebio, the former women's organizer of the NDC, or making similar remarks. And then Utie Nkomobi and I find that very worrying. And for me, in 2020, that has been the reason for the increased tension in the area vote in Toronto. That being said, the NDC has painted a picture to us. The Electoral Commission and to some extent the National Identification Authority connive to rig the election in favor of the sitting president. And I find that very unfortunate because Oma watita for Saadrin Pono and it's actually Mupono. At the end of the day, a registration and a bemia kotuaba, benya kunya kotuaba. So if the registration doesn't happen, then there wouldn't be any election. To the extent say a bim do almost a brute so I can see registration crime basso net and basso china. It me Mr. Say Adabraka need you more. We are near DDA. We are Nanyamia do a dear Pejaye. And I am penny for nominal dimra, I didn't say ba, and me at the board mine hobra. Enti anko ba se bi omo pesa akonya no na ye be fa ho ni epira ye be fa ho ni ewu emfata yen oman Ghana yate anim me pese with the greatest of respect and humility say from both sides because kemia ko say ya na one side no person intimidate the other side, so in an attempt to show say intimidate me no na omo so de ne dia aba na afi na akọ ye clash na edementi me wansi pinchen patcho mo yente yen wase se eye abato ne yakoto ye nyina ye ntimi ma ya adwene nko benkurum. We all cannot move towards one direction through our diversity, our divergent opinion no ene ye ma ye nipa ye hu akono ye hu ye fe e ma ye kabi ma min kabi no edit ntima emudie nti yensre okwa akotro odin kama abato mre ne so a wahwe eye records a nyame adom wode eye opani bi a wadi oman ne so da nti ye pe de waye ama oman no a ye bu kompo kohwe ye chi a ye behu say 4 years e de na President John Dramani Mahama ye ma yen enu tu ye tu ani aba egu nanim ase Diana eye omanpani na nado danko Akufo-Addo onya akwanya so obeba abeso omanim ACC omano waye ne hihye pa ode egu akwan mu one district one factory one village one dam 3 SHS sanyoma we nyina ma nyoma oman na pagya ti behwe sanyoma we nyina so ni akoto aba ehunya so bi bepra ehunya so bi bedi obi dem ehunya so bi bewu ye pese ye bewie no na Ghana nyina eti wo kon.
Okay. Excellency.
Tige. I believe that Obiala, all political class, is a beneficiary of the trust of the people.
Yeah.
He must be a beneficiary of the goodwill of the people. Because in the first place, se obi sabi when jima nkasa wa line ahmachi timbira nche tumu na ewan inyibi into the constitution say the sovereignty lies with the people and you have no right ticket member say as well I'm not maybe me that first say you have no right to usurp or steal the sovereignty of the people. You have no right to raise a pseudo military force, however named, to terrorize the people when they are being allowed to express themselves. Because for the 4 years, and as I remember, and one cousin Adekye, and I'm Bobia. There's all the 4 years now. Most of the time, Meji Mukran, most of my catcher margin that as a ye, Oya and there on yet. As to what I'm Hamo Buguna Yimas or Muguni Manimaso, I know in Cranny Kios, watch or be a baby. Ticket. Also, the Casa, and also in Yay, as a one reckon in the area, Adam Webia. Sir, anytime I ever raise the issue of political violence, people go back to 2012, 2014, whatever. And incidents are wasting as a justification for their current crimes. As I make answer. Sir, 2014, 2016, BBC are on here or money in Zico Enchira. Would you have the that is the a baby Peter? In the meantime, this NDC NPP politics of equalization, I don't do it. But the facts must be set and must be set clearly and straight. As a Mahama Kakade, friend, we are revolutionaries. And so be into intimidating him. But I'm sure, lawyer being who you want, would forward to him the context within which he said that. Now, Fans Force said, Epam Umfa Etunim Adam Bobia. I can give you instances, contemporary instances. Wagon. Order you avoid. Adam Bobia. Order you avoid. One. America says, America say, is this country at war? No. And the Ghana Armed Forces are so, today, say, Enam Kaswa, Bridge Nassen, a Boko Koto, car biswa, soldier car biswa, a aircraft, it's not anti-aircrafting, which was says Yamakase. Now, Kaswa, a helicopter, no to bomb.
Oh, so maybe to
scare off people.
No, Amumba Baye, Mabedi, cousin.
What he?
Oh, so when them say do, I mean, talking about Kaswanu in
yes, yes.
So that there are places
it is your
more identified as hotspots.
It is your preparation, your exams, economics. Let's say a history books are not I mistaken. So if Kaswa is a hotspot, then it takes institutions like the Peace Council. It takes certain institutions of state. Obotum one yimzia, obotum one madam tension then abafum. I am saying that I don't want to equalize. And I know I don't do that.
You did it.
Kovi. Tiki, give me one instance since 2017 ehun the NDC nyi bi asori mpo wa pro bi na fun hoda. Give me one instance
where
the NDC nyi wa so no wa kapra obi na fun humpo during registration since 2017. One instance.
Yeah, started registration here.
No, even registration here.
So there have been trading of accusations and from both sides.
There were many mihala. Anyway, there were many mihala. Criminals as we are, revolutionaries as we are, whoever, whatever name you call us, at the end is fool. Ya catch national security in be uniform. TK, you are a lawyer, and in the whole world, even in Mexico, you were drug cartels,
mafia.
At there, Obi will break the sanctity of the court. TK, at be that. All this have happened in this country. There were many just by elections. Kasa don ye can be hit ala. Tena connect na kota kora bobo man. Ye did that wash born we are yakon. Obey. TK. We saw what happened at Ayawaso. Today, some people have been maimed. Or ye to Yalebia. You know, man, paying there. We should bring a embra against vigilantism. Adam Bobia. No, man, paying embra against vigilantism. No, ya then, enna, ministers biara. Minister biara, possibly there's a car in front of Nkofu. Most women, peace from by whom. President Tamba as Mbra there. You avoid any violence. Now, one Minister of State, officer, President need the nature. Minister of State, you are a contestant in an election. Necessary by a registration. In the first place, who gave you that right to go and monitor the registration?
And I'm talking about more as politicians.
That's why I say I started there. If you are a politician, you are a beneficiary of the goodwill and trust of the people. Where do you man iron? And now some of the to about Mobia. TK. Nasa, as the listening to the narratives from Nahawa Kumsi, or there. What's the new contestant? Or from Kofi baby people to come. So what you do in there, about organize as a Minister of State, about let national security and other police there. On this and such a date, much that was Dambasi or then or Reba. It's why interested the Bassin. Now young was some Yanka, and I'm Bobia. So you hear there, it's there, what's the Iraban or them. So when you are going to the polling station, you arm yourself, and in law you have premeditation. You arm yourself.
Is it the case that be our number one arm no?
On assumptions, sir. But I'm talking to the specific case in question. The I don't know if you are the prosecutor and the defense counsel. As some American American, I'm not going to go by any assumption there or defending who, because in that defense, the state also pays a bodyguard for the minister, who is paid and armed by the state to defend the person of the minister. So if you are the minister going to a polling station to and they take a job which is not yours, because the electoral system and why send him room there's a certificate with the MA Sam Macari is a big one them register. There's a challenge form and I'm a bobia. So if a minister cannot go through this process, then Shakespeare will ask, if God rust, what do I do? Council. So you minister now, and I saw a very fat woman, or she tracksuit in the top of it. Minister Numpolo honor catch the corner of. What is that lady's identity? Says only to China. Esunafu. Is it Esunafu? Colenda than one. Colenda, a whole member of parliament, or a registrations or whatever, pepper spray, whom? A spray name. TK. Say other half and Colenda so no for so was sorry. In your violence, but
Your Excellency, is that a full story? Oh, it was unprovoked. I'm not justifying.
I am not saying that. I heard this on Peace FM.
Because me worry and say, why is it that that particular area, Collinsdale than area? If it's an election, there is a problem.
You and I are social scientists. We need to do more than asking this question here.
Okay.
We could have conducted a certain research. A certain research. That is why we have the national security. That's why we have the BNI. That's why we have the military intelligence, national intelligence. And Kofi knows what I'm talking. These institutions.
I admit say but have we made them able institutions? Yeah, politics they are disabled. All right, okay.
If for every election, is going through this circular, peaceful. What has the Peace Council? What has the all institutions? What have they done?
Peace Council for can obey one man.
Peace Council Peace Council. It has at least its usefulness. Because moderate and I'm go bia. Some seminar and you had natural wadwin. Kofi can natural wadwin. You understand? But if it becomes monotrack, there's a lot of questions. And see, sir, maybe it's a question. In all these registration exercises, any that Laje Kuku, is it Laje Kuku? Is that? Obi at the store, new computers, you name them or the cash sales. What's it? Soldier for cry. I'm assuming television though, in the narration. What's your computer? One family, quick, while locking microphone 1 stone almost 3 hours.
For what?
For okay, computer one family. You know, all these things are happening, but it is not my duty. I mean, as a social commentator, as a politician, I can talk about it. You know, but there is a president who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and who has sworn an oath there, preserve the peace and integrity of this country. And I'm calling on His Excellency the President to step up, because one word from him will stop all this. As you mentioned, one word from the President will stop all this. I'm calling on the President, why, as the Commander-in-Chief, yet deploy soldiers in the towns. I'm asking the President, the Commander-in-Chief, I didn't see that. The police, military, everything, just for the sake of writing our names, sir.
Because is being
promoted by the politicians.
Yes. You are insulated.
I mean, you're insulated.
No, I'm talking about generally politicians are insulated. Registration exercise, say I bet you be some small boy be no old baby. But the one who led whatever, no dear, he be Jan. It's been with us all this while, from 92, 2020, and Opembisa Sylvia said, can't we have registration? A very devoid of any interference, political party, no on turn baby. Individuals,
if you study the registration pattern, something phenomenal is happening. You will see that when we use NIN or DOS, and when with the passport, because I'm not if you grass it, but say you bet your passport in Canada. Tiganambwa. Inti garantesan no otuado. Which means there, see nya obotar. Any yama NIA na edwuma ni wie ya. Like our senior friend Atefa was saying there. Montwen na yen wie NIA no. Anyway, you can use my data. All this would have been
but sir, and
do we have the comfort of time?
The NIS as a check.
I am Masudi.
The Americans a chain say, yes, started at the 2000 and
say
the earlier registration 7 ho baby.
And I'm mobile and I'm Jagu, Mamma, and I said 2007.
When you meet me, don't go that way.
Excellency, registration. We're not talking about manufacturing drones
at all.
We're not talking about manufacturing laptops, which we may not be able to do. Registration, then it cuts across regimes. from Kufuor regime through Mills, through Mahama to Akufo.
What you say? A nation failure. Tickets for me, Jaza. Let me for my phone now. Tickets here, me for my phone now. And you want to register in Uttar Pradesh of India. You go through an application on the phone. Obama system ni na. Anambobia. Na wamo track how your application is being processed. On the day of approve, no more registration number. You don't need to go and queue. You don't need every 4 years pay taxpayers' money. Oh, government back. Now, you know what caused the delay? We started issuing Ghana card. Anambobia, we started issuing Ghana card. Have we questioned why we stopped? I don't know. Because after the change of government, the funding also stopped. And the new program came. Are you being issued with Ghana card? Council, are you being issued?
As
you are being issued with an ECOWAS card.
But Ghana card.
You just extended it.
Council, a lawyer. You know we are members of the ECOWAS, isn't it? And then as an international body, they pass treaties. And when they pass treaties now, it is for you to domesticate those laws. Have you seen any law converting the Ghana card? I think NIA law. I'm giving you this assignment. I think there is no mention of ECOWAS card anywhere. No. And indeed, when the president was issued, he was issued with a Ghana card. And I have been issued with ECOWAS card. So, the mazina. Tike, the mazina. Na, sesika, anambobia.
Because Bakuna Ekoye no. Me the na da ho. Na yesan be ye wi so. Minim say.
Tike me ti abem ka.
Aban foforo so be ba no so be ne de.
Whereas, ye nyina ya posku ye nyim de. Tike, so obi ya no nye ni yense wado chida. Anya na papa bia. Smith for your waje. Banks you waje. Say if wallet to kula ID card ko wum nyina.
Me say me mfa wallet bi. Because license wum. Meduma me ye die wum. Meduma me ye die wum. We wum ti wo de hye ho a doctor for no say ye won never bi wa ha. Me so me mpasa me de no be say.
And ya kuta bag and
identity card.
Na kwara bi
quick one. On the issue of
as a country we are just
but Kofi, one more question. Can't we decide as a nation say let's shut this door? Your system. After the young person lie and call your card for voting beam, young call your card beam as and when a be will be near the baby. Can't we agree for once?
We must agree.
I'm tired and fatigued.
Yakas online says yella. And I have online says yella. Where you say yellow. December says Asaka line beam. As beneficiaries.
I think on the issue of Ghana card and ECOWAS card, yes, certain once and for all. We had a government 8 years one young a banful for na aba. And all your who be and an amount 2 hours to so far.
Maybe young correctly or up to a point and then it ceased. Wow. So to say so crowd there.
Until 2016,
but there was a
if you have followed up, then change the system now.
Ambassador Pacho, Nsroma, I can't say Pia or the me responded to. You talked about say adding now military for around near the other. But Ambassador, we lived in the country. You train a group of soldiers called the Special Forces. In fact, Argentina, your chairman, hold on. Argentina was chairman. Upon assumption of his role as the national chairman of the new National Democratic Congress, Oka said, "Omobe deploy a ballot box protection unit." Why did he say that? Because he doesn't believe in the system. So now we have a system that using our own security forces to protect the ballot boxes, and this same group of people are saying, so clearly, I didn't pay free.
So Kofi, if that is also the case there, and they're not politicians, na mo boa mo ho ano, ekuta itadi boy, itu na mo de ko pay dey.
Mr. Una we lawyer, we dey claim we
ma kwan mo ma yo mo adwuma a, mo ko pay dey.
Possession of gun Me pacho say one license say illegal. Are you restricted?
Not at all.
Okay, pacho.
But it's used in a certain.
No. Oh, Ambassador, me so.
I think license Ghana the edu country crowd.
Oh. I think the Ambassador raised point to be on the issue.
Ballot possession was.
Ambassador, please.
Did they say you was going to
permit me to make my point?
Did they say you was going to
on the issue of the honourable member of parliament for Ewutusena East, Kaswa Hono.
I was say two no 2 years.
Yes,
she's scattered there.
A very excellent and wonderful woman. In fact, say we share a Jumaso idea Shenensa, being the supervisor for the infrastructure for poverty eradication program.
Let's come to the registration.
The issue is this. Yeah. I think the honourable, you were not fair to the member of parliament to the extent say the full fact in say a tutua some okoso so we share kratafa and tosu 9 the funder you see condensed violence at some registration centers right from the beginning of air registration way mamini nya hoto wo ho
mame
honorable Hawakunsi
one are
tax
from who?
From the opposition.
Oh my goodness.
Almost na motorbike. So you ask yourself, yesterday, lawyer Enra Medabe 1 a.m. because I wanted to find out what exactly happened. And clearly, this one is beyond assumption. This is based on facts. And the facts say, so we share a vigilante and a violence related violence act, no? Act 999, 2019, no? Which was section 2 no or say oh you individual na say be our community be owns your offense be cause you have the right as a citizen to prevent it. So we share Electoral Commission of Ghana Act 458 1995 as amended in 2003 article 13 and section 13 now section 13 no oman near clear say obi obey impede the mandate of the Electoral Commission no omo ye no wa cause offense. The mamini in law, she has not committed any error whatsoever. And then based on assumption, no so we employ Wahanum saying. At the end of the day, no, she didn't go there armed so that obe cause obe fermented trouble. What she did, no, I think that Honorable Hawakunsi, or see a bonabaso. Watch your batam, papa. It says Odu Hono. Now in Mantianoa, NDC for Yasma Bahona or more year to Trasem or disrupt the process, no. Now sebi mrante bi so amuso amuji ne nyoma oyedi no amuso abesia ho so enkenya maame ne one shot no ma e ko wiem ba ko pe no kan wan hwa ne enya nkomo we na nke yedi wa. If
the people had not been scared and omo yes okay you fired the shot
3 gunshots,
what would have happened?
3 gunshots.
So the question is that why don't we leave that in the hands of an able security than to how many people no one can more personal guns or kono we bi wo
and come ye di no any insuransu the result thereof the result ne say ye nya a chaotic situation and me personally I believe say singular audacious attempt no na act now she committed no and then they save the day you might have your divergent opinion what I say obey what we doing for but me Kofi Amia in my personal opinion, Senkwanya sa Kenyan Tinahan Sankomo way, yedi. To me, Kofi Amia, me Bonabaso what the oye. Now moving forward, the truth of the matter is say Penny Edi Kumwe, Obubobu Bomia be aya yawasonia the ade. But he forgot to also mention some few things. And he said me koye chibebre. But when those things happen, with a span of 3 weeks, Oshe eye akwetia, it happened August. Then couple of weeks ago, you back pony. Similar violence caused by the NDC. You institute any commission and now you to prevent future occurrence of this violence now, of course, no. But when it happened in Ayawasu East, we go no, the president of the republic and then you will act a vigilante hubra. The president of the republic no advocated for and constituted a bipartisan approach to solving this particular issue. That is what we call leadership.
That's it. But that's it.
And beyond that, no, what said nobody was sanctioned and nothing occurred and call for sanctions. na bibia ni ho
Tige so me so ye bi sama se mami yan no so let
say obi ya sanction obi a eno ane say
Tige say wo hwe ye mena
commission no ye ni recommendations government baby we accept here. You see, I'm drawing a point to say me am meti hey. It seems to me say if it's about a politician,
it's above the law.
Yes. No, it's not true.
We've had politicians in this country.
Your friend, Honorable,
my
your friend Abu Gapele,
yes,
he's in prison.
Yes.
Was he not a politician?
Yes.
No,
we dealt with him because we have to dealt with.
So you should not create the impression say you're a politician now. We cannot be sanctioned.
Tige, remember in this country, Tige, remember the famous statement by His Excellency the President there. He looks at that time that the security forces cannot when they control the security of the state. I get that statement now. And that's why they raise this vigilante. Wait, all these things in now say I was so some now. The commission has recommended certain actions to be taken. They ain't taking. President has ordered a law against vigilantism. There's some ministers of state, politicians still are carrying these vigilantes around that. Shouldn't you talk about it? Take it. Should we not account that? Kofi, let it not lie in your mouth ever that our constitution should be commended for audacity.
For me personally, because if what she did had not happened, I am aware of what would have happened.
The police were there. At that time, no see the video now. The police people were there.
In the same video, you didn't see the young people hooting at her, provoking her. I am not saying. Let's make this point clear.
My mouth will begin.
Yes,
my mouth will begin.
Onim the interpretation pon. If we shall say no, me who say presentation no you are addressing, I mean generally then fantastic examples. All skewed towards the opposition, the examples you gave.
Same.
And then His Excellency, also how many examples, and also the other side. Okay, my message me mekani in a moment I am pong. Na men can say. Those of us who sit behind, sometimes, yeah, na ya bread.
A bread.
What's your baby?
My brother.
Oh, because any bread, I
am saying that you know me. That I have throughout my politics, I have been a beneficiary of the goodwill of the people, and I will not take a gun to shoot anybody.
Going forward, no. And I been so swear, maybe time will cure some of these things. Maybe
it's for the selfishness.
Selfishness. Can we conclude here because
me conclude
in support, in conjunction of what you just said. I believe strongly. Say, me train Emma Sanyoma way in Siansania forming committee. At some point in the life of this country, I say we need to institute a bipartisan and a wider stakeholder consultation to address this issue once and for all. We've done so in this country before. We are capable of doing it again.
No, what's the essence of the Peace Council?
Oh.
What's the essence of the nonsense?
Well, you see, these are some of the comments. These are some of the comments.
I was even going to ask the same question.
That's not done.
I'm
talking about in the middle. And then I may call it for
but he has the leadership of this country. I mean, another Jamaica, what do you want to say them committee? It is the president to call this committee and then invite the opposition.
Parliament. Most of your friend, most of Monko. Namon can say, I'm sign. No, Natino Manchu.
I think the
sign a young signer. You sign it there. There were 22 clauses. 2 pen of political parties. Okay. This is a sign yes, the police phone sign on Wednesday. Let's say I order one signing.
They say, but this is some best sign.
Yeah, signing.
I because this year we monitor. We also report on some of the incidents.
Yes, I knew you put in nature.
Yeah, Bob Umpire said.
Yes, I knew you put in nature. Yes, I knew you put in nature.
Yeah, you Koso. Ubiango for motorbike, Maho. Na enkofa some man who be soon for pick up na. Na boko. Say baby, I'm one ya net. You
are a young man. I'm a ticket. You should strive for a country That is so
But
peaceful.
I just said that
Many
right
you
now.
to praise how Kumsu
No, I am saying, sir, what she did prevented.
it did not.
It did.
It provoked into the Wahuranin.
No, it didn't provoke. It prevented.
Right. Penny for the Masepa. You best say she abuse, but Miss Ramo. More most so ya mokono. Mo the motorbike ko ne pick up near the adeno. You say mo season na do no but you know. Yeah, monya careful kakra. Because at the end of the day, e be a basa yanchi nipa na mona ye bechi mu na be apelifo no de.
Na wo abofra akadem.
Ana MP na PC no yanchi ni.
Wanchi ni bi.
No yanchi ni bi. I'm talking about parliamentary candidate also yanchi no.
Yanchi mi nche mo many here.
Mono boys no.
Lawyer, me ba say obuan discussion now.
Fancy baby ya ben echim. Some can make him we see some do so.
Baby. How?
Politicians, what if you man brand here mo ye?
And one ye.
Anyway,
O ya dinap ko bay.
na hwanku.
How buy you didn't buy. Oh buy and then I would buy. What did you bring?
I will engage you at the appropriate time on this matter.
Kofi me dance. Excellency me dance. We say for you PJ once again me kaimo discussion na ye nyina na ye within the context of pandemic. Enkoy WHO for me kan say inside no ekọ. Tell us me who say mo horo mo say no.
Say o hwe
Oh yeah. Nti obi a say won so mo wie no omo de hand sanitizer. Nti wa mane bi. Won so ye wo de na foul mask. Ye pia na ya hye. Na ye nye ne sa be boa ye pa because e kan wa won ko a e na obekọ. Aha obeba ha ubeduru ha say ye be check ubeduru ansa na ye do beduru ase. Ye se mo nye ne sa ma yen. E na wa nkasa wonti e ne sa e be boa pa. Edemu nyina se mo amonkotro mudi ne monkona monkotro ebinim so omusuo because omukwa ni paradox no do yesre mo amoma ne registration centers mo so mo nhwe na mo ntiti ni parentem se be ya akona ma obi nso so aba na enye fefefe ye nyina ye nuanom owie ne sanitizer wa mane bi wa mi sade se wo ye sure se sanitizer na wajibi nti wo so jiwudi menkoko why na mo kro mo nko ye na wa obeko me boa
TV a no mo kokko ntoka
Debi okan o city nkwa no pay ono osori ye no atwati and the cheese aye ne bread no
so na full fantasam dem be pension ya nje na mo nim tu anya na wa branch
bro cheese
na awa na pa branch a asori se be mehwe jipo oyeje na obi abaka de be 10 cedis na kafa katena motorbike do anu wala wasama
nzi cheese no so wezi ni cheese
cheese
na nti enu anu no
ye kasa no ye mani mbrafom
abafom
no me chair politicians I know shit do because I'm saying now youth organizer o de me kan be kan na
youth organizer ka wo mufun
we twem wa pa cho we twem
I was avoid your content, I may have my ever since you be the master.